King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Martial law. Challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Perfect. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
And I can't. Like, let's say for example, you can't run Cyberpunk 2077 on your PS4, on your base edition, right? I can run Cyberpunk 2077 or anything else, right? Because you can sit, because you'll sit here and say, well, why do they do it? Well, it's depends.
Get ready for the next battle.
I mean, I don't have a problem with PC as a whole. I just wish people didn't move to it. Like, I wish people didn't complain about, oh, the PS4 is glitchy, it's buggy, and it's all this stuff. First off, I'm having no issues with my PS4 at all. And second, like, I just wish people moved back to PS4 instead of moving to PC, because, again, it has to do with, like, I don't care how much people hate the party system. I like the party system. I like how it works.
It's not about the party system.
It's just, it just turns me off that, like, oh, everyone's moving to PC. PC's better than PS4. Not from my point of view.
I'm gonna say this: if you have never played PS4, I mean PC, don't try to say that, because you're gonna have a lot of people very angry at you. Because, like, I'm gonna say this very simply. PS4, you know, all these consoles, right? They are optimized to the T, right? So what that means is that if you're someone who does not want to do a lot of things on their system, go ahead and buy a PS4. Because you won't have to worry about, you know, video editing or whatever. But for people like me or anyone else that wants to do stuff like A, video editing, B, live streams, optimizing their games by themselves, and having unlimited hardware upgrades, and be able to pick what parts they want to use and everything, they like that. And after playing PC for a couple months, people just get rid of or trash or even don't even touch their PS4 for many years / months, depending on how good their PC components are. Because you can sit here and say, well, you know, PC's good, PC's this. I mean not PC, but PS4 or console. But there's a difference. The reason they move is what I already told you. And you can try to say, well, you know, why do people move to it? It's stupid, whatever. But until you have actually gotten on PC and tried it and understood everything, you're not going to understand. Because I had done that as well. When I was younger, I was like, you know, PS4, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch, or whatever it was amazing. And then I got on PC and was able to play games, and I was able to, you know, enjoy it more. Because I was able to do things that I couldn't do on a PS4. And this is why a lot of PC players hate console players. Is that they sit here and they try to act all tough and then figure out, oh wait, I haven't tried PC or I haven't tried this platform, so I'm gonna complain about it and say it sucks even though it's probably good. Because I'm gonna be, hey, David, you wanna know how much?
I'm actually going live right now.
I know, but anyway, I'm gonna say this, alright? You know how, do you wanna know how many frames you can get on a game?
Oh, like 60 frames per second?
Nope. That's not even near how many frames you get.
If we're talking like PS4, it's probably like 60 frames per second.
Nope, it's 30.
30 frames?
Yeah, 30 frames.
On PS4.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, people on PS4. See, and here's actually what people pointed out as well, right? PS4 only 30 frames. In PS5, you get 60. Right? And that's not even a close upgrade to what PC players would get. Because games that even were, if they were CPU or graphics card intensive, could get way more frames than that. Because I could get games on my PS4, which I have one right now, I'm playing one, talking to you, I would get 30 frames on, let's say for example, a game like Rainbow Six Siege. But on PC, I could get over 130 or even 240 or 360 or even 480 plus frames depending on the PC components. And this is why most people going from the OS and everything in between of the console to PC, they enjoy it more. Because it's no longer those issues of why is this ruining or whatever. I mean, not ruining, but why is it not as good or whatever you want to call it. Don't be like that. Anyway, this is why people get tired of, I'm not saying get tired of, but this is why most people don't come back to console. Is that's how good they think the PC is, and it is. You just gotta give it a try, and stop saying it's bad and you have given it a try. Because there's actually been multiple people I've talked to who've actually said that I actually tried console and to me it wasn't good, so I just returned it. And if you have at least tried to play console or PC or whatever you haven't, whatever your original platform was, most people on all the platforms will say, okay, you have at least tried PC, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, Game Boy, whatever. You know, but if you sit on one platform only, such as Xbox, and try to say, oh, all these other platforms, bad. PS4 is the best. And this is why there's so much ridicule from the PC community to PS4 and other users. Because there's so many users in your community that are toxic. Because there was actually one guy who's a YouTuber, supposedly, who plays PS5, and he went on this big old rage rant about why what was it? It was why PS4, PS5 games were going to PC. Like, you know, I think it was Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that. And it went to PC, and instead of being a normal human being and saying, okay, they want more money, whatever, he had a full-on rage quit about it and saying how PC sucks and it's the worst thing ever, blah 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 blah, and never tried it.
I mean, again, I don't have a problem with PC, it's just, I don't know, I just prefer PS4, because at least with PS4 I can, like, at least with PS4 I can do stuff.
What do you mean, do stuff?
Like at least with PS4, like, I can, like...
Well, on the PS4, you can't play CSGO. You can't play a lot of these old racing games unless you want to pay $60 a year for their subscription service. Right? This is why a lot of people pick, you know, PC. Because everything is dedicated to you as an individual, right? There's no, you know, yeah, sure, there's cheating, but everything you go to is gonna have cheating. No matter what it is. It can be PC, Xbox, PS4, there's always gonna be some type of cheating. Either be blatant cheating, or it be MNK cheating, or it be wall hack cheating, you know, whatever. I'm gonna give you a most perfect example. On PC, this is why most people like it, it's always optimized to you. If you want to play with a controller, you can play with a controller. If you want to play with keyboard and mouse, you can play with keyboard and mouse. If you want to play with some type of custom mic, mouse, whatever it is, you can. If you want to buy a game from a third-party site on PC, such as Newegg or whatever, you can, and it can be cheaper than paying $60 for one game. Right? Because one game, you know, because this, and also, forgot to mention, it's free. It's free online. Christmas, and buy, instead of 1 or 2 games, buy 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. Because there's been many people that have gone on there and have bought a 200 or 2,000 or whatever library of games and have barely dived into the games, while people on console have played all of them over so many that they just want new games and they don't get it.
I don't know, I just, like, whenever a new game comes out and it's 60 bucks, I prefer to buy that game for 60 bucks the moment it comes out. Like, I don't want to get a PC just to freaking get it.
Yeah, but because what I'm trying to say is this, right? Even games that have been out that you will be interested in, let's say,
like if it's
Fall Guys.
Like if it's like WWE 2K22, which is like 60 bucks, and it might be coming out. The moment that game comes out, I want to get it because one,
that's what I'm saying.
I have.
As soon as it comes out, it's 60 bucks, right? Like PS4. But if it's an older title and it's not coming out right then and there, it's cheaper. For example, it's free on phones for Among Us. Right?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you. I'm gonna go see if you can get Among Us.
Yeah, you can get Among Us on the Switch and yeah, you can get Among Us on the Switch, I heard.
Yeah, I'm talking about on PS4 though. Well, you can't get it on here. That's sad. Yeah, because you can actually go online on, you know, Steam or whatever, and you can buy Among Us for, I think it's like $4, $5, $3. That's just one game. And games that are on here originally that are, let's say, 60, 130 bucks, even if they've been out for a couple months. On Steam or any of these other websites, I can go on there and buy a brand new game or a couple months old game for really dirt cheap. Alright, let's say for example, a new Need for Speed racing game. Here on PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, 60 bucks, 100 bucks, 120 bucks. On PC, 5 bucks. And that's why most people that go to PC, they like the ecosystem. They like how much,
But this is,
you know.
But you gotta understand, this is why I like PS4, because at least the games are cheap. I mean, the games are expensive. I don't have to worry about modding and hacking. And it's just a better console for me. Only because, well, one, I don't want to mod and hack.
See, how you're sounding, you're actually sounding like you've experienced supposedly hacking or modding.
No, I haven't.
No. That's what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say the most perfect example of this, right? Modding, if used in a good way, is okay. Same as with hacking. If it's used in a good way on on any system, right, it's okay. But not in a bad way, right? And there is many forms of cheating and hacking, right? There's many forms. And most people will say, well, this guy's using wall hacks, it's the only cheat. No, there's many different cheats that, or, you know, can be way more worse than that. Or less worse. Because most people focus on it, you know, cheatings like aimbot, wall hacks. But there is stuff on console, like for example, Rainbow Six Siege, or any other game, they use M&K, which is mouse and keyboard. And that's not, you're supposed to use a controller. And that's basically cheating on console.
Yeah, that's why
it's not on PS4, it's on console.
Yeah.
It's on everything. This is why people like going over to PC, because at least it's an issue where you can actually ban them for it. And most of the time when I played on my PC before it died, I never experienced hacking. Because the games you play may influence it, but it's not going to be where you hop in a game and you're going to have someone randomly shooting at you from 50 miles away. Because PS4, 30 frames. PS5, Xbox Series X, 60 frames. Right? That's on, let's say, Marvel... No, I'm not going to say... I'm going to say The Forest.
Volume
well,
up. Volume down. Volume down.
You know, but on, what was it? What was the game called again? You know, on a game like The Forest, I could get 120 plus frames.
I mean, again, I'm not saying PC is bad. I actually played, the game that I'm playing right now, I played it on PC.
How was it?
It was good, but you can't, like, some things in this game that you can do, you can't do on the PC version. Like, they don't, no, because the game that I'm playing right now, you can change like, the soundtrack of every stage in this game on PS4.
Yeah,
you can't do that on PC and Xbox. It's only on PS4 and PS5.
Yeah, but most people don't really care about the soundtrack.
I mean, I guess, but still.
Because most people, a deal breaker is cheaper games, right? Oh, the deal breaker is cheaper games, or it be maybe a new OS, or be better frame rate, or it be better stability, or be whatever. Most people, when they hear that, they say, yeah, let's go with that system over PS4. Right? Because
that's what turns me off, because what if...
Because
think about it.
I'm going to give you the most perfect example, right? In 6 years, actually, after the issues with the semiconductor shortage go away, PC is going to be, all these spears are going to be booming again. PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, everything. And this is what's going to happen. In 6 years, the PS4 is going to be long dead. It's going to be like the PS3, the PS2. Yes, there's going to be people there that are going to be playing, but it's not going to be like, oh, it's so amazing, all the games are not dead yet. They're going to be, majority of them are going to be dead. Right? So something that you could play right now in 2021 may be dead in 2030, 2028, 2076. Right? Let's say, for example, if you play Need for Speed Payback, and you play it in 2021, it has 2,000 people playing it. Well, then in 2026, it only has 500. And then in 2020, let's say 2032, it only has 5 people left. And that's you and 5 other friends that have the same game. And because the rest of the people on there have moved on after the game died. Because on PC, there are so many more people, right? I'm gonna give you them, because here's the player stats. This has been updated probably before, but it was on PS4, 90 million. On Xbox, I think it's like 70 or 60 or 80. I think it's 70, 60, 50 million, right? On PC, there's over, just on PC by itself, nothing else, there's over, I think, like 200 million people. And that doubles, or even half of that is from people like you or me that want to play games on there. Because what people on console forget is that things that we can do on console, they don't care about. Because they care about the pros of PC more than what little small nitpicky things other people may care about on console. right? Example, you. Well, I like changing the soundtrack. To them, cheaper games. Not having to pay for access to the internet, access to playing with my friends.
And that's another, and
You
that's,
know?
and that's another thing that's another thing that turns me off too. Like, if I'm trying to make friends on here, oh, we're all gonna be on PC now. We're no longer gonna be on PS4 because of how toxic the PlayStation community is. First off,
What did you say? Toxic?
yeah, because of how toxic the PlayStation community is. First off, I've only ran into a couple of toxic people via group chat.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, but
Maybe
guess
in
what?
games I played, but still.
Wait. Like I said before, it depends on the games you play. And since you only play racing games majority of the time, or fighting games, you do not experience the toxicity that someone like me or any of your other friends that play maybe games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Apex Legends, Fortnite, GTA 5, and play it consistently on a long hour basis. You do not experience the same toxicity we do, because you may get something like, oh, fuck you, David. That's what you may get, right? But for someone like me, with the games we play, we may get way more worse toxicity, to the point on a longevity scale we just get tired of it and leave the community by itself, because we would rather leave the community and leave the toxicity behind us. Because people will sit here and say, well, I met homophobia people or racist people on PC. No, you haven't. I've met more people on PS4 alone who have called me
No, but again, like I said before, I'm not saying PC's bad. I'm just
yeah, I know,
saying
that's what I'm trying.
I
See,
wish.
I'm not saying that you're saying that, but I'm just trying to show you an example. Because it also depends on the community. Because if you're just playing racing games, the only thing you would have to worry about is if your game dies. And that is it. You know, whatever game you play. That's something you need to worry about. Oh, is my game gonna die? Is there gonna be another game? Because on console, it's from game to game to game to game. There's no such thing as a long longevity fan base. Yeah, maybe there's gonna be 5, 10, maybe over a little bit over 100 people, or even depending on the game, maybe a little bit over 1,000 people playing the game still after it's died 5 years ago. But it's not gonna be like other communities where it's just dead, right? Because that's what a lot of people forget. They'll sit here and say, you know, gaming is fun on the PS4, Xbox, or whatever they play on, and then they'll find out 5 years later, oh, my game's dead, or I can't upgrade my system, or I have to spend more money to buy a new piece of plastic to bring in my home because I want to play it so much, right? I'm not trying to say that you playing PS4 is bad, but things that you can do, we don't care about. Because PlayStation, or Sony at least, tries to entice people like you or me by saying, if you come and you play on our system, we'll give you, i.e., let's say, a deal. Let's say some type of bundled deal where you get some free content or premiere content before anyone else, right? But there's difference. There's always a catch, and what that catch is, we'll give you, let's say, Outbreak. I'm gonna give you the most perfect example of this. We will give you Sony. We will give you Outbreak on PS4. And everyone else in the whole entire gaming sphere will have to wait until after 2022 on Call of Duty to even play Outbreak on PC, on Xbox. And for most people that actually don't care, they'll be like, I don't care. Because you can say, well, I don't like it, whatever, but games that are dead on console, they're alive on PC. Games that don't get as regular updates from the developers because they focus more on their console fan base is more alive than the PC fan base, or it's not as strong, right? Because example, Call of Duty on console way better than on PC.
I mean, I guess, but again, PC is not bad. I just wish people stayed on PS4.
Because like I'm gonna say this very simply. There is a lot of issues with PC community over any other community. Because things that are okay to the PC community, they find bad on the PS4. I'm gonna give you an example. This is very simple. Things that me, you, or anyone else that just wants to do whatever on our PC is deemed wrong, bad, mean, whatever for the games we play or whatever. Like, for example, let's say, right, on console, oh, you're 13, you're 12, you're 10, kid, shut up, you're annoying. Right? PC, even if you have text to chat, so you don't have to use your mic, like here. And so people get along better. Because for some reason, all the mature people have moved PC or even Xbox into the Switch and left all of the two brain cells degenerates, or it's majority of them anyway, not all of them, but majority of them on PS4. Because before, a couple years ago, you could hop in a game and meet some actual good people like you and be able to play with them, and they wouldn't yell at you, they wouldn't, scream at you, they wouldn't cuss at you, they wouldn't get angry, they wouldn't get toxic. Nowadays, you'll hop in a simple game and you'll have people saying F you, you're a fag, kill yourself, all these other things over a game. And even people on PC will call that out. Oh, you're getting toxic over a game of Rainbow Six Siege. It's just a game. You're getting mad over a game of Tekken 7. It's just a game. You're getting mad over the PC ecosystem. It's just a PC ecosystem. And that's what a lot of people like me have got, blown aback about. Is that things that were really bad on console or not as bad as on PC or any other.
Yeah, but I mean,
because I'm just pointing out the pros and the cons of everything. Because you can say, oh well, I hate hacking or modding. Well, I've never met a hacker on the games I play. And plus, majority of the time, the reason people use the word, oh, he's a hacker or whatever, is in the back days of like Call of Duty when someone was better than you, instead of actually admitting to it and saying, let's say Shaflako is better at me on Tekken 7, but I can beat him on Rainbow Six Siege. It was, instead of that, it was, oh, this guy who's better than me is trash, he's shit, he needs to kill himself, he sucks, he's this, he's that, he's a hacker, he's a cheater, you're hacking, you're not using a gun, whatever. And people just got tired of it. Because no one's on PS4 anymore. I mean, not PS4, but no one's really on the Wii U anymore. No one's really on the PS3 anymore. And the people you still have on all your console systems, quote unquote, the only reason they're there, majority of the time, is because they're casual gamers. Because there's a lot of people who want to get those, those gamers together, right? Like you or me. Like, we want to hop on a game, we want to meet those 4 or 5 whatever friends, 10, 20 friends that we can just hop in a game with, like let's say Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, and be able to, play and be chill and calm, and be able to, chill out all night on a game. But with people on any other system, like for example PS4 and all these other systems, it's the total opposite. Because things that are deemed normal on PC is deemed bad or quote-unquote toxic on PS4. Because I can go on PC, I can meet hundreds of people, I can talk with them, we can all be the same age mentally. And then I'll come on PS4 and I'll have a bunch of 14, 13, 12 years old screaming down the mic, yelling at people for simply picking a gun or knowing something they need to do, but they were busy doing something else, right? I don't know if you haven't experienced it, because I think you only play majority fighting games, so you don't have to worry about that. But for people,
I'll play a little bit of GTA, but that's only when
you would probably experience it more in toxic parties or children kiddie parties than anything. Because I'm not even kidding you, there's been many times, like I was playing a PS4 game and there was this like 12 or 10 or 11-year-old kid that got on the mic and was like, in like a really high-pitched voice, he's like, yeah, you gotta remember to put down your thing, Thunderbird, because my teammate health got lost or whatever and you need to heal him and blah 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 blah. And stuff like that on PC is never heard of. Because on PC, games that are, because like I'm gonna say it's very simply, games that are considered dead on console are not dead on PC. Because what you gotta remember, on console, it's always about that new next game. It's always about what could be the new next game. I don't care about the old game. There's games that are probably stronger on PC than on console. Because people will sit here and try to act and say, well, console's better than PC. Well, if you're a casual gamer, sure. Like, if you're not a heavy usage gamer that you always want people on, then no. It just depends on who you want to play with. Because if you want to play with tons of casual gamers who don't try to treat you like a pile of shit for playing a game, but they don't like how you play, that's not PC. That's PS4.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even kidding you. There's things that me or you could do, and they would deem it wrong, right? Let's say as an example.
Like, I'm literally broadcasting my gameplay right now.
Oh, you should have told me that.
Yeah, I told you that before, but...
Yeah, I know. Well, I was just trying to point out the examples. I'm not saying everything is, what I was saying is true, but it's just depends on, the community you play with. Because you remember how you met those toxic Fortnite kids? I think it was. Was it those toxic Fortnite kids? I think it was. David.
What toxic Fortnite?
Before you met me or something like that, you said you played Fortnite or whatever, and they were toxic to you or whatever.
Oh, yep. I remember.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's the type of stuff a lot of us in these broader communities like shooting experience more often. This is why primarily the only thing I would potentially say you should worry about if you want to stay on PS4 would be what you know, is my game dying? Is there gonna be a new game coming out? Because things that PS4 people think is normal, it's never heard of on PC. And this one majority of people will just go to PC. Because the toxic stuff you experience in that lobby is what majority of us, depends on who we play with or we meet up with on these games, are very toxic and hateful. And they will use whatever they want to their advantage. If it means tearing you down emotionally, mentally, physically, you know, calling you annoying, calling you cuss words, or whatever, they will. This is why, after dealing with this for so long, a lot of people are like, I'm tired of having to hear people call me a fag for simply playing a game and choosing a weapon in my community. And so they get up and they leave and they go to a different platform with less toxicity. Because I played it for about a year. I've never experienced hacking. The only thing I've experienced is modding, but it was in the positive way. It wasn't in the negative way.
Oh boy, here we go.
Tekken 7. Music. Notificate party. Bossinator party. Share broad. There are no Shaflocko 134's live PS4 broadcast. 1 spectator. 0 com.
I mean, I get what you're saying with the whole PC, PS4, Xbox, PS5, Switch argument, but it's just, I don't know, I hate it when people leave PS4 just to go to PC. It's annoying to me. That's probably why I prefer PlayStation and Xbox and Switch over PC.
You got this, bro.
Thanks.
Shaflocko broadcast. Donald Williams. You got this, bro. Just now.
Round one. Fight.
Wow.
Round three. Fight.
KO.
She is a vampire bat.
Oh man. I think this is what, part 16? Yeah, part 16. But, oh my goodness. Guys, I cannot wait until next week. I'm gonna say it tomorrow. It's the first day of August. Best month of my life.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Comment.
Is that...
Video games King Video games Donald Williams. KO. Donald Williams. What?
Oh boy, another match. Let's see how well I do in this one. Oh boy.
Party. Me. Devin W. requested to watch your gameplay.
Round one. Fight.
Oh no! Don't worry. Oh no. I got it! Mm.
Round two. Fight.
Ah. Oh.
Round three. Fight.
Did I get him? Got him. Oh no.
Wow.
Dang.
Devin W request messages. You got this, bro. Devin W. Noti- Ship broadcast. Donald Williams.
Round one.
Don't worry, I got it. Oh. He got me!
Round two. Fight.
Heard that attack from a mile away. Come on. Ah.
Fight.
Ooh. Hit him with the bat! Oh, yes. Okay.
Fight.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Final round. Fight.
Ah. Is that a miracle? Yes. Oh my gosh. I actually did it.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Share play. Broad. Share. Comp Donald Williams. Video games king Comp notification 7 messages. Tekken 7.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Oh no! Got it!
Round three. Fight.
It's video games.
Round four.
Oh man, video games. I'm glad you're here watching this.
We've been playing NASCAR Heat 5.
Is that open world?
Final round. Fight.
Good game.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that open world, the NASCAR games? Dang.
Get ready for the next battle.
Online notificate 7 double message. Tekken 7.
Round one. Fight.
He caught me! I guess I was still hitting buttons, but... Ah.
Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
He caught me mid-combo! Last resort!
KO. Oh my goodness. Round 4. Fight. Not cool.
Notification. Ship drop shuffle. Video games king video gamer. Good game. Form video games king video game. Donald Williams. Video games king Donald Williams. You got it, Donald Williams. Donald Williams. K.O. Donald Williams. Wow.
New challenger. Not cool. Get ready for the next battle.
Got him!
She is thirsty. She is a vampire bat.
Accessibility. Top Video Games King Video Gamer. Boot game. 8 minutes ago. Comments. Stop. PS.